Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be doing access from VulNyx. This is a box here about solid or medium. And yeah, let's get on to the video. As always, I'm going to start by putting my terminals here, running a net discovery my SAR 10.0.0.1/24/IT0. I'm going to grep out for PCS. Doing this, we do get the IP of the box 10.0.33, so do Control-Shift-Z, so rename map scan. So do MMISSC for default scripts, my information will scan outputs in the IP. Doing this, I'll do mines with verbose. This can take some time, so I'm just going to more into scan.txt. Looking at the ports, we have 4 ports open, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have port 22 open for SSH, is open SSH for Debian. Port 80 open for HTTP, is running nginx. Port 5555 open for FTP, and also port 6666 open for IRC. We do have a WebSocket connection that was failed, so we can actually use like WebSocket. So we can actually view that WebSocket protocol, right? So doing this on servers in port 80, we do have a welcome to nginx, so I'll do control your source code. And it doesn't seem like we do anything. Doing this, I'm starting some more enumeration, routing Go Buster. So do Go Buster to remote minus u into the IP address. We'll do minus w for user share word lister buster directory list with your medium.txt. We'll do extends the HTML, TXT, and also PHP. Looking back at the ports, we do have this port 5555 open for FTP. I do want to try for anonymous login enabled. We do have that enabled. So do 10.0.0.33. We'll do this on 5555. I'll try this for anonymous. Do anonymous. And it doesn't seem to work, right? So we don't have an anonymous enabled for FTP. Looking at 6666 for IRC, we do have this WebSocket connection that was failed. So I'm going to go to WebSocket, which will allow me to actually view like a banner grab, because I can't do a banner grab on if I do netcat MySNV on 10.0.0.33. I can't do a banner grab on 6666. I'm not going to get the response for that WebSocket. So doing this, we can actually get the banner with for WebSocket to release. Under here, I don't have this for my Linux machine, but if I go on my Windows machine, I do have this for WebSocket. So I'm going to copy link address, and you'll get like a link address like this right here for the unknown Linux MUSL. I'm going to copy this. I'm just going to get this onto my machine. This should be a binary, so I'll do chmod plus x for web. Now if I run web, we do get a minus help. And we do get this for WS for the protocol for WebSocket client. So doing this, we can just do WebSocket. So do WebSocket. We do have this running on port 6666. So I'll do 10.0.0.33 on port 6666. And here we do get a user as hello no name. We can change the password for FTP password as soon as possible for the server is at risk, right? So we do have a user as a no name. So I'm going to run Hydra against FTP. So do Hydra, we'll do myself for no name. We'll do minus P for user share word list. Rocku.txt specify SSH for, or not SSH, for FTP 10.0.0.33. We do have this on ports 5555, right? We'll do minus I, so we restart the session. After a while, we do get a login for no name and also a password for VulNyx. So I'm gonna FTP into the user for no name. So do FTP into 10.0.0.33 for 5555. We did have the user name as no name, also the password for VulNyx. We do else minus LA. And here we do have an index dot. If you copy this, put this into port 80, we can confirm that this is the HTML file. So put that in there. And that is indeed for port 80, right? For the document root. So I'm going to see if I can put files in here. I'm going to do a touch command for my terminals here. I'll do a touch command for file.txt. We don't have anything under this file.txt. We'll do else minus delay. We'll do file.txt. And you'll see that this is now under the document root. So I'm going to try to find, I believe we do have PHP reverse shell. So I'm just going to go under for find user share. I'll just grep out for PHP reverse shell. Shell.php. We do have this under this directory here. So we'll copy from this to our directory. So I'll be into PHP reverse shell.php. So I'm going to delete this. Now we want to set the IP address and also the port. So do 10.0.0.70. do some port 9001. One right quick. Just want to check do I have config? Check my IP address for 10.070. So I'll do all wrap netcat myself VP on 9001. I'm going to put this PHP shell in there. I want to see if this does execute. Put that in there. It does seem like this is only downloading the file from FTP, right? So anytime I do have this, I want to move the php.php. I'll remove this to .php5, which is a different version of PHP. So I put this php or php.php5, changes to 5. We will get a connection back because we do need to start the listener. We do ID, and now under www data. So I'm going to start running up bash -i. I'm going to start by exporting my term is equal to x term. We do ID, and now we're under www data. Looking under here, I'm going to start by doing sub enumeration under /home. So we can go into this or into the user directory. We do have a user as no name. We do get a permission that. Now I'm going to start running a sudo myself. Here we do have a no name. We can run user bin perl for no name. So I'm going to go to GTFO bins. I'll do this for perl. We can do a -c, so we can execute /bin/bash. So do sudo -u for the user for no name. For user bin perl. I don't have tabs, so I can't tab into user bin perl. Do -c, so we can execute that. We do ID. I can do bash -i. Go back, we do ID, and now we're under no name. So I'm start running a sudo myself. But before doing that, since we are going into like using user bin rev, I do want to make a directory for .sh. So cd into .sh, I can get a % shell on the box. We do have port 22 open for SSH. So we can SSH as a no name. So I'm going to make it authorize _keys. I'll do mkdir for key. We'll cd into key, do SSH keygen. I'll copy from /root .sh id _say to this directory, and also the .pub. Got this id _say .pub. Put my text editor here, so I'm just going to echo. It as for Kelly, I'll put this to authorized _keys. We'll copy this, put this in here. Now we do have authorized _keys. I'm going to chmod 600, so we can specify the permissions. Now we do have this for authorized _keys. Now we do have the private key for the public key. So I'm going to SSH into no name. We'll do at 10.0.033 -i for ID _sa. Do yes. We do ID. And now we're under no name. So I'm going to start running a sudo myself since we can run a user bin rev here. Checking this, I'm going to go back to GTFO bins, go into rev for rev. We can actually do this for file read. We do a file read, you can export. So you can just set the variable to file to read. I'm going to do this for, we have this for home powerful. We can't tab into that since we don't have access to powerful's directory. But I'll do this for .bash _history. We do have this for rev. So do sudo -u. Do this for powerful or user bin rev. Here we do get the password for powerful. So let's find the password for powerful. So we can switch user powerful. We do ID, and now we're under powerful. So I'm going to run a sudo myself once again. Under here, we do have user bin terminator and also user bin xauth. Doing this, I'm guessing we can run a terminator. I want to run this as root for terminator, which is like emulator for like terminals, like what I do run using a terminator for here. So I just want to run a terminator, see what we do get. And we do get a connection refused. So the reason for this is because we don't have I believe I still have the password for powerful, right? So I'll put this into my text editor for the password. So I'm exile this. I'm SSH into powerful. We'll do 10.0.033. We do have this password. We're able to log in with this password. So I'll do SSH -x. We can enable that X11 we can enable X11 server. So do SSH -x. Now we do have that for that. So I know if I do Terminator now, you'll see that this does run now for powerful under like on my machine. So now if we try to do sudo myself, try to run like sudo for Terminator, you'll see that I'm not able to run Terminator for the X environment since we don't have for the magic cookie for like our magic cookie on roots. We can also run a user bin auth. If I do like a sudo -u, run this for root, user bin auth, we do this for list. We can't list anything out, but if we do x auth for list, we will have my cookie here, which we can actually run x auth for root. So I can put my cookie under for x auth under roots. So do here, I'll just do add, put that under there. You'll see that that command does successfully run. If I do sudo terminator, you'll see that I do get root access. Now I'm under root. So do osmate lane cat root.txt. That's pretty much in the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.